Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet
Indeed, they are willing.
But
to
interestingly,
support.
General Secretary of the opposition, main opposition, say the decision to go to IMF. No, obe kamo mubiya ne neche say obun sam kwade betime defending or heaven.
Mentiasi, o say
IMF here is here kwe. Obi a obe justify no neche so betime defend obun sam kwade or heaven.
Ona den President Mahama nya President Mahama be last week you can say yenko.
Make Asiedu Nketiah President Mahama.
Na Asiedu Nketiah saspond him or catch President Mahama.
David.
In fact, Asiedu Nketiah say me kura puntino. Mamenka asemwa President Mahama echo Harvard. Mamenka FIA. I'll say me continue directly. Data from the Economic Commission of Africa shows that COVID-19 has created the continent's worst recession in 50 years, with GDP shrinking by an average of 3% in 2020. I say before the pandemic, poverty reduction was already a challenge. It has been worsened completely by the pandemic. This is President Mahama. I said, "That's on tea. What number found now for the man?" Now, I say, President Mahama, I say, Harvard. This is 23rd March year, 2022. I'll say, like governments all over the world, it became necessary for African governments to take action to shield their population from the pandemic. This meant, in many cases, record deficits due to unbudgeted expenditures. This has devastated many African economies and sunk them deeper into unsustainable debts and economic downturn. The pandemic has had a general deleterious effect on the economy of African countries. This President Mahama, Asiedu Nketiah.
Right, let me just read a few messages.
I say the pandemic is estimated to have dragged about 55 million more people into poverty in Africa and exposed another 46 million more to the risk of hunger and malnourishment. Indeed, 70% of hunger in Africa, which had already been on the rise since 2014, is directly attributable to this pandemic. And indeed, President Mahama, living by his word, was the first to, one of the main aides to suggest a young IMF. International says here, the ubit set up a then we'll be getting a broad front. Nasana kwesi kan you know. And yet IMF the Bible solve systemic problems. When a short term relief from balance of payment difficulties.
Cash in
the long cash in the medium term, and yema kwesi kan. The mining is it true that we are getting this small amount? What can we do?
Question I've always asked, the answer I've always received, which I'll share with you. What have we invested beyond owning the resource? Say, oil, to send your oily, and I will gold, or diamond, or bauxite. Na ubi ede nisikaba bishimwa. Or cutting a cost, you cost the fimuria, and some no actually akan. What investment do you yourself put into that resource? OJ be 70% and 80%. And what negotiation skills? And only the bottom line.
But that's the point.
Negotiation skills.
Negotiation skills.
And then now court try upon how can you tia? Yeah, 5%. That would be any 30%.
That's it. Since 1960. We have the benefit of hindsight. Ebiasa first time in Una yenim what it involves, near 10%. And then with the benefit of hindsight, knowing the revenue from mining, what these mining companies have, investment, me sure say, we invest in a OB resource. Now Uwenyano is so much more than Uwenya. It opens the field for renegotiation.
Yes, any Panakas as well.
The near to say mine. At least we should only say Rollins Bresso of Professor Kilak Pasoya. Say only mining companies no share to see if we can get additional benefit from mining. And it was successful. So Obekaya. Nothing stops us from going and meeting them to renegotiate. Because if the Ghanaian population is dying, now to go to Ghana, what do you benefit?
Nothing.
Well, beyond that, Sir Gogisberg economy, I can free Governor Gogisberg 1920s. Now you two cocoa, you two rubber, you two diamond. Now you have bibia no value addition. Utu cocoa na turning into chocolate. Now turn chocolate na. Unya emube 10 times more than ubenya from.
But we've known this forever.
Enintino, it has to be a national push to reverse this. Abambia ba oka. Abambia ni about kase. Is Gogisberg coming back necessary. It has to take a national push. And then you see one district, one factory. ABI every district. But to me who said there's a certain push to add value. There's a certain push to add value. All the factories, there's 100 factories here. They are adding value to something. Whether it is pawpaw, whether it is mango, whether it is timber, whether it is clay,
pineapple,
whether it is pineapple, whether it is a refuse, they are all adding value to something. Now, I can say there seems to be a deliberate push. It should be one we should encourage government. It should be a harder push, but it's a push in the right direction. Say Yetimini IMF Fui area. These kind of pursuits, the industrial pursuits. Yeah. This is the body. Only mention Untimuntina. Meaning no pa. No,
that's we mean brutal. Chief Bani just passing through. Yeah.
I don't see no. Sir, IMF a short term. 2-3 years. But in the medium term, what do we do to change the system? In another 20 years or even 10 years. Our balance of payment difficulties. IMF. The G2 said this time shrunk because of COVID. But still, balance of payment difficulties.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.